Team opening statement, if you like it.
Yeah. You know, I thought Arizona State really got after us. You know, they got quick guards. They got up in our two guards, and you know these guys have to play 40 minutes. And you know, no matter how much people have pressured us, no matter what's happened at the end of the game, we still have guys. They still make plays. Tyus made the three to get us some cushion, and then defensively we had some really good possessions. We just couldn't get the rebound 2 or 3 times. But you know, these guys have battled all year. Our offense struggles. I thought we had, when we took the timeout down 7, I thought we had our best possessions all year. We just moved the ball and we got really good shots, and you know, made some really good offensive plays. But I give Arizona State a lot of credit. I've seen them a lot. We watch a lot of tape, and they haven't played defense at this level. I thought they were very good defensively, and they did a good job on the boards against us. They made it very difficult for us to score, but I thought you know, our defense has been good all year, and you know, that's where we hang our hats on the defensive end.
Questions for Tyus and Frank only right now. Yep, here on the right.
Mike Watersmith, Syracuse Post-Standard. Frank, Coach Boeheim mentioned the timeout and getting the good offensive possessions after that. What worked there on offense, and what were you guys trying to do?
We just took our time. The guards did a great job of keeping us out of the lane and, you know, guarding the dribble drive. So, you know, Coach put in a few new schemes and, you know, something we could do down the stretch, and they worked. You know, O'Shea made some huge plays tonight, Pascal and Marek as well.
Here, left and left, Tim.
Yeah, Frank or Tyus, after a game like this, what is sort of the feeling you have? You just went through a battle. I mean, what's just sort of in your guts you're feeling right now?
Frank?
Besides you just won an NCAA game.
Frank?
You know, it's a great feeling, you know, especially for the young guys to get the first one under their belt. You know, for me, you know, I you know, had a great run my freshman year. You know, I kind of focused on TCU. You know what I mean? I have a great team, but you know, right now we're going to enjoy this one. You know, enjoy the plane ride to Detroit, and you know, just focus on TCU from there.
Yes.
I mean, it's a great feeling, but we've been battling for games the whole entire year, so it's another win for us. So we just have to look at the next game and focus on TCU.
Here in the front right.
Tomer Langer, the Daily Orange. For either of the guards, AAC almost a lot of times in the second half they had a lot of possessions in a row. They're just shooting 3-pointers. So what's it like going up against another team where you almost know that ball's going to be shot up from behind the arc?
Tyus, can you answer that, please?
I mean, we've been seeing that in the entire year. A lot of teams try to beat us from the 3-point line, and we know that they can shoot the ball. At the end of the game, I thought we did a much better job running them off the line and forcing them to take tougher shots.
Standing right here.
Hey, Tyus, what did you think about O'Shea's performance, especially he went down in the first half, and were you concerned at all about him coming back in the game?
He's a tough guy. I knew he was going to get back up, but he hit some huge shots. He's done that countless times this year, and he's always rebounding the ball. So he's always playing hard, and then he stepped up big time tonight.
Here on the left. Here first.
Tyus, with you two playing 40 minutes plus every night, I was interested in what you do on your off days. How often are you on your feet? Does Coach let you take online classes? Or,
yeah, I mean, I rest a lot. I'm a laid back guy, so I do a lot of sleeping, video games and stuff like that, so I'm not on my feet too much.
Yeah, I think I sleep a lot. Yeah.
These guys are used to it. They've done it all year. You know, they've had to play 40 minutes every night. They didn't get pressed 40 minutes every night like this, so this was a tough task tonight, I thought.
Go here on the right.
Mike Watersmith, Syracuse Post-Standard. Tyus, you hadn't made a 3 since about the midway point of the first half, when obviously it seemed like you were looking for that one with just under 2 minutes to go. Why were you seem so intent on taking that 3, and what went into it?
Well, I used the crossover and I was open, so I'm not going to pass up a shot that's open. And I've worked on that move countless times, so I was confident taking that shot.
Got time for a couple more here in the front.
Frank, obviously you and Pascal are pretty close. You guys are roommates. What was going through your head when you him? You know, he's the one kind of icing the game for you at the line down the stretch.
I mean, I was a little surprised, to be honest. You know, he shoots countless amount of free throws after practice, you know, Coach Griff. So, you know, I see him knock down free throws every day, so I was confident with him up there.
Time for one more. All right, Tyus and Frank, thank you for your time. Good luck against TCU in Detroit. Questions for Coach Boeheim? Here on the left.
Jim, to follow up on that question about how much they play, have you had to adjust your practice regimen at all with what you do?
Yeah, I
with
mean, the last couple of years we have been thin. We don't practice as much as long. We're pretty short practices. We try to go hard, but for a very short time. We do a lot of individual stuff and a very short practice, no more than an hour and 15 minutes total. You know, it's these two guys are amazing. They're going up against tremendous defensive teams all year long, and they're getting the bulk of the defensive pressure. They get doubled and everything every time they come off a screen, and O'Shea's been the only other guy that's been able to get going. We run a lot of stuff for him too, but we just haven't gotten anything out of the other guys. And, you know, it's difficult to win offensively when you've got three guys scoring, and if they're off a little bit, then it puts all the pressure back on our defense. And you know, Arizona State is a very good team against zones. I mean, people played them zones, but they saw zones a lot. So they're, you know, they got shooters, they got passers, they've got 4 guys that can make threes, and they've got guys that handle the ball in the post and pass the ball in the post. They got us on a couple back doors, which people don't get too much on us, but we, for the most part, got out on their shooters. And for the most part, we didn't let them get in the lane, the little guards, and when they did, we adjusted pretty well to it. We didn't give them anything real easy. To hold them to 56 points is that's a pretty good night defensively. You know, when we had one good offensive stretch when we were down 49-42. We had a good stretch there where we put up, tied it, made 7 straight, and you know, made some really good plays, good movements. But overall, their defense was much better than they had showed during the year. You know, during the year, of course, they score more, so they get more. There's more possessions, and so they're going to give up more. But they were much better defensively than their record and what their results show. But I thought they're a good team. I know they didn't finish well, but the same team beat Kansas and Xavier and early in the year. It's the same guys. Nobody got hurt. And I thought they played well. I thought we did a great job when we were down 7. We had to score 2 or 3 times almost in a row, or the game would have been over. So Tyus makes that shot. He's made it all year. In the end of game situations when we've needed a shot, he's made that step back. It's been good for him. And then we held on. We still missed more free throws than we missed. We've been a good free throw shooting team. We missed some and missed some down the stretch that enabled them to still have a chance at the end. But, you know, it was a great effort, great physical effort, and, you know, that's what it's every game we played this year. It's nothing different, nothing new, and, you know, we made the plays at the end that we had to make.
Here on the right.
Jim, when you were down 7, there was 7 minutes ago, and you called that timeout, and all the guys have played virtually the whole game. What did you see in them at the end?
Well, we ran something different, and it worked. You know, it happened to work. You know, we ran the same play 4 times in a row. Scored all 4 times. So, you know, just tried to open it up a little bit. either throw it back to O'Shea and get him a shot or get to the other side. And when we got to the other side, we got a little bit secondary movement off that, but it was the same play.
Not what did you see, but not what did you say to him, but what did you see? And then when you had them there in the huddle, I mean, did you see fatigue or frustration or anything?
I don't look for any of that. I'm looking for telling them what to do, and they're going to go out there and try to do it.
Right here, right.
Jim, Frank started the game with 2 early turnovers, and then you came over and said something to him. What did you say there, and what did you see after that?
Well, we can't have that. You know, he knows that. That's the way he played early in the year. We can't have that, and he knows that. And he didn't turn over the rest of the game. No, he was definitely. I'm glad we won because it doesn't sound so bad when you say it. He definitely was not anywhere close to right tonight. You know, he missed 2 practice days. Strep throat knocks it out of you. He just practiced yesterday for the first time in a while, and we didn't do that much. So I was worried about him in the game, and I thought he hung in there. He hung in there pretty good. You know, that's tough. He definitely was hurting. It wasn't. You know, and those guards got up. They're good. They got up. They did just the right thing. They got up and went after us, and tried to wear those guys down. And you know, we're fortunate that Tyus isn't going to wear down, but Frank coming off that, I think he was worn down a little bit in this game for sure.
Got time for more. Tim, last one.
Yeah, Coach, you're a veteran. A team playing like this, the way y'all are playing. How far can it go? I mean, is it just basically one possession after the other, just one foot after the other? I mean, what's your sense of this team leaving here? You know,
it's tough. It's tough for us to come back. It'll be tough to come back Friday night. These guys have to expend every bit of energy they have when we play. It'll be a real challenge for us. But we have played really well coming back this year, and we'll be ready to play Friday. But it'll be difficult. I think the one thing about this tournament is it goes on. I think you'll see there's going to be a lot of tough games. There's a lot of good teams. There isn't that much separation anymore between the teams that are, higher seeds or better seeds, whatever, and the other teams behind them. I've watched a lot of games this year, and I've seen a lot of teams that are, are good basketball teams. And I think that when you look at Arizona State, they've got some really good players. They got some veteran players. Even when they were losing at the end of the year, they were in those games. I mean, they were right there. There's a lot of good teams, and when you get ready to play, if you can play your best, you have a chance to win. I mean, it's not like you don't have a chance to win. There's not that much separation. I mean, we were at Virginia this year. We're down 4 with about 4 minutes to go. Carolina, we lost at home, but it was a tie game, really late. We were only out of a couple games this year, and this team, they're giving you everything. They're giving everything they have, and our defense is pretty good. It was not as good tonight as it can be. Our centers have to give us more in there. They were not there tonight for us. They have to be better in the next game. But this team gives you everything they got. They give you everything, every game. Very, very proud of what this team has been able to accomplish this year.
Good, thank you. Good luck against TCU.